Hey guys, welcome to YOGALATES with SJ. Today I'm really excited to bring you this hot yoga fat burning workout that you can do at home with absolutely no equipment. We're going to be working through every single muscle, toning, sculpting and burning belly and body fat. So all you need to do here is just come to the top end of your mat. If you need to, you can pause the video and just grab any equipment you may need. We're starting here in Tadasana, so standing here, shoulders releasing down the back and finding a core engagement, a neutral pelvis, and then we're going to start with a little breathing technique. Going to warm everything up. We're going to be inhaling through the nose and we're going to be exhaling out the mouth. So interlacing the fingers and just bringing the chin to those interlaced hands. You're bringing the palms together and you're bringing the elbows up as the head comes to a neutral inhale. And as you exhale, tilting the head back, bringing the elbows together, and you are exhaling out the mouth. So inhale, elbows lift, head comes to that neutral, exhale out the mouth as you bring the head back and bringing those elbows together. Keeping the shoulders down and away from the ears. We want to keep length into the spine the whole time. So it is just the head moving and those elbows coming together as you start to sigh out the mouth. Deep breath out, inhale as you bring the head back to that neutral, bringing those elbows up. And exhale out the mouth. See if you can make those breaths a little bit deeper each time, really letting go of any tension here with that out breath, any stress, energetically releasing it out as we start to really warm up. Inhaling in as you come down, exhaling as you bring the head back. Awesome. Staying here, guys, and coming to Tadasana. Just letting the palms be shining forward. And as you inhale, starting to sweep the arms up towards the ceiling and then interlacing the fingers, making pointer fingers to point up towards the ceiling. We're finding that neutral pelvis and keeping your core engaged. And then you're starting to come up and over to the right and then up and over to the left. So you're bumping the hips over to one side as you come up and over, imagining you're coming up and over a ball, pointing up and pressing the hips out to the side, finding length through one side and then the other. Then we're staying here on the right side, bumping the hips left as you start to really find length through that left side of the body, and then inhale, coming up through center, exhale, coming over to the left side, staying here. Finding that nice long line, keeping the shoulders down and away from the ears, bumping those hips to the right. You've got your gaze neutral. You've got the arms in line with the ears, and then inhale, coming all the way back up through center. Exhale, floating those arms all the way down. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up, releasing the shoulders down. Tadasana. Staying here. Inhale, sweeping the arms up as you look up towards the arms. Little back bend here, guys, pressing the hips forward as you start to back bend all the way back, keeping that gaze up and keeping length through the entire back. So you are imagining that you are bringing the whole back body up and over, as well as the front side of the body opening towards the sky. Keeping breathing here. Inhale, exhale, and then you're starting to come all the way forward with control, releasing down into a forward fold, letting it go, releasing, releasing, releasing. Maybe some movement here into the head, letting the arms be heavy. Might find a little nod of the head, yes, shake of the head, no. Any kind of movement that feels good. Letting the belly come to the top of the legs, and then you're bending the knees really generously and you're holding on to behind the legs. So keeping the feet together and just starting to bring the belly in towards the top of those legs. You might bring the arms all the way around to find a little bind here behind the ankles or behind the calves. Seeing if you could bring your head down a little bit further towards the earth as the hips lift high towards the ceiling. Taking a deep breath in here, guys. Exhale it out, letting it go. Inhale as you start to roll all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up. Exhale as you release the arms down. We're staying here and we are coming to the top of the mat. Inhale as you bring the arms up towards the ceiling, shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale as you sit down into a chair. Keeping all of the weight coming back into those heels, Keeping a neutral of the head, gaze is straight forward, shoulders are away from the ears. You've got your core engaged, sitting down a little bit deeper. Make sure those knees are not going forward of the toes. Breathing, guys, feeling the burn. We're here to get all of the results, guys. This is really, really worth it. So keep going, breathing in, breathing out, staying strong, and then pressing into those feet all the way up to standing. We're coming up high onto the balls of the feet and bringing the heels up as you lengthen up towards the ceiling, keeping that lift of the heels as you start to lower down into your squat. So if you need to, you can bring the heels all the way down, but really challenging you and encouraging you to see if you can keep those heels lifted, keeping the knees tracking kind of in line with the heels, not going forward of the toes, sitting up nice and tall, lengthening forward, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So good, you guys, and staying there as you come all the way up, lengthening up towards the ceiling, coming high onto those toes, and then exhale as you release down, coming down to bring your weight even through both sides of the feet. Inhale, sweeping the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you bring the arms down. We're going to come to an eagle pose here. So just starting to bring the right arm to cross underneath the left, and then you're taking the right leg and crossing it across the left leg. Or you can, of course, modify this in any way that you like. We're starting to sit down into your heels and just find that core engagement, keeping length into the spine. Gaze is directly forward, sort of imagining that you are really bringing those elbows even further forward, finding some nice lengthening through the upper back. Breathing deeply here, guys. Staying strong, sitting down even deeper if you can. You might even wrap that top leg all the way around and then coming all the way back up to standing. Inhale as you bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, floating the arms down. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale as you come to the other side. Bringing the hands down through prayer, and you are crossing the left arm over the right here, and you can bring the palms together, or maybe just holding on to somewhere on the wrist. So you're taking your left leg, crossing it across the right, and maybe even bringing the leg all the way around into a bind, sitting down into that supporting foot, keeping length into the spine, keeping your core engaged, feeling that breath in through the nose, out the nose or mouth, and with control, pressing all the way back up to standing. Releasing here, shoulders coming down and away from the ears. Beautiful work. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands come down through prayer. Lifting your right leg up, and then you might grab hold of behind the knee, or you might even start to reach for the outside of the foot. Maybe starting to straighten the leg as we find some really nice strengthening here, as well as balance. So starting to gaze forward, finding maybe a spot that you can keep your gaze on that's not moving. You can have the knee bent as much as you like, so working at your own pace and really, really challenging yourself without trying to necessarily create a certain shape. Beautiful work. When you're ready, just releasing the leg. Just come straight over to the other side. So keeping your hips square to the front of the mat. You're rolling the shoulders up as you release the shoulders down. Finding a balance here through that center line as you bring the left knee up. You can grab hold of behind the knee or somewhere on the leg. Maybe reaching up and grabbing hold of the outside of the foot. Finding a core engagement here, using your core to hold you strong. You might straighten that leg out, or you might have a bend into the knee. Seeing if you can ensure that you are just staying nice and strong through that center line. So keeping your core engaged. Seeing if you can keep your weight even through both sides. Breathing deeply in and fully out. Awesome. Taking your time when you're ready, releasing the foot down. You're going to bring the hands behind you, almost as though you're bringing the hands into some pockets. You bring your shoulders down and away from the ears, and you're bringing your elbows kind of pulling together as you come to a little back bend here. Then we're going to take our time to find dancer. So you're just going to start to come onto the left foot. You're going to reach around and grab hold of the outside of the right foot, reaching the left arm forward, trying to keep the hips as square to the mat as you can, and starting to gaze towards the extended arm. Just as you do this, you might start to lift that back foot up even higher, sort of pressing the foot into the hand, and maybe you might start to hinge forward a little bit, coming into more of a kind of a T shape here. So just seeing if you can keep everything nice and steady, keeping the whole torso directly in line with the mat. Awesome. And we are coming all the way back through center and taking a moment here to find your feet on your mat again. And then we're starting to roll the shoulders up, releasing the shoulders down, and starting to find that soft engagement of the core as you reach the left arm around, grabbing hold of the inner side of the foot, or maybe the outside of the foot. You're starting to bring the right arm forward, coming to that dancer on this side now. So starting to just find a bit of softness into that supporting knee on the right leg. We don't want to lock into any joints. We're starting to hinge forward as you start to lift that left foot up, finding even more length, maybe pressing the foot into the hand into the foot, and maybe finding that further hinge of the hips, finding even more length, breath by breath. Awesome. Coming all the way back up, and we are coming to the end of the mat. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale as you start to step the right foot forward. Going to come to a warrior three. So just finding the arms lengthening forward as you lift the left leg up and flexing through that left foot, toes pointing straight down, hips are pointing straight down at the mat, and you are finding a beautiful long line from your fingertips all the way out your heel, and then starting to come all the way back up to standing. Awesome. And then stepping back to the back of your mat. So good, you guys. Rolling the shoulders up and releasing the shoulders down. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, bringing the arms down as you step the left foot forward. Let's come straight into that warrior three on the other side. So starting to bring your weight into the left foot. You're starting to bring the right leg up and sweeping the arms forward as you hinge forward at the hips. Having a flex in the foot, toes pointing straight down, gaze is straight down, core is engaged. You can come into that full T shape or just coming a little bit, working at your own pace, and when you're ready, you're stepping all the way back to the back of your mat. And inhale, coming up, exhale, releasing down, forward fold. Inhale, rolling the spine, coming back up to standing. Let's take a moment here to step the legs out wide. You are facing the outer edges of your mat. Inhale as you sweep the arms up. Exhale, flat back, bringing the arms out into a T as you come all the way down into a fold. Releasing here, letting the pelvis come up towards the ceiling, maybe grabbing hold of the outside of the leg somewhere, moving through the head and neck if you like, bringing the elbows out wide as you just maybe use your arm strength to pull you down a little bit further as you allow the lift of those hips up towards the ceiling even more. Beautiful work. Inhale, coming to a flat back, and exhale as you start to roll all the way back up to standing, palms facing forward, and then we are coming to bring the feet all the way together. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale as you come all the way down. We're going to start to take a moment here to just rest for a bit, just to really feel into how we're feeling in this moment, maybe coming all the way down onto your back, letting the legs go out long, maybe letting the outside of the feet fall heavy to either side, and allowing the arms to come out wide. And then taking a moment to start to bring your right knee in towards the right shoulder as you lengthen the left leg out. Using your arm strength to gently pull the knee in as you start to allow the hips to release towards the end of the mat. So you're keeping the pelvis heavy, you're keeping the hips down. Belly is relaxed here, taking some cleansing breaths in through the nose and out the nose or mouth as you release, release, release. Inhaling in, squeezing in. Exhale, exhale, exhale as you release. Letting that left leg relax, not bringing any tension to the foot or to the leg. And then inhale as you bring the arms up overhead, reaching both legs long. Exhale as you circle the arms around and draw the left knee in this time. Wrapping your hands around the front side of the knee or the shin, feeling that long line from the top of your head all the way out the heel. Taking some cleansing breaths here in through the nose and exhale, exhale, exhale out as you soften it out. Inhale, squeezing in, feeling that connection, feeling that nice stretch into the hip flexor here. Exhale, 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 releasing, releasing, releasing. Feeling the back of the shoulders softening to the mat. Pelvis heavy, and then inhale as you bring both legs long and bring the arms up overhead, spreading wide through the fingers, and then exhale as you float the arms around, drawing the knees in towards your chest, hugging those knees in. Any kind of movement here that feels good. And then we're starting to bring the legs all the way down, flexing the toes back towards your face. Inhale as you bring the arms up overhead. Exhale as you come all the way up, and then inhale, rolling back, reaching the arms, and exhale as you start to come all the way over onto your belly. So good, you guys. Just bringing your hands to be in line with your shoulders, elbows in close. We're coming to a little baby cobra. So pressing into the pubic bone in the top of the feet as you come up, and then exhale as you lower back down. Inhale, coming up, using your core muscles. Exhale, lowering down. Gaze is slightly forward so that you're keeping length through the back of the neck. Just keeping this going. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Awesome. Coming all the way down, bringing your head to one side. Just letting the arms relax down, letting the pelvis release, legs softening down, finding some deep breaths in through the nose and full breaths out the nose or mouth. Then you're bringing the forehead down onto the mat and you're starting to bring the arms down. You can tuck the hands underneath the front side of the pelvis here. We're starting to bring the right leg up and keeping the left leg down. Then you're hovering your forehead up off the mat, gazes straight down, lifting the leg up and then lowering it back down. So it's just tiny little pulses up and down, feeling that beautiful squeeze into the glute here. You're pressing the hands down into the mat as you do this, and then release. Awesome. Bringing your forehead down, leg comes down. Let's switch to the other side. This time you're lifting your left leg up. You're hovering your forehead off the mat, gazes straight down. You're pressing the hands down into the mat as you make those little pulses up. Tiny little pulses. It looks so easy, but it's so intense. Keep it going, you guys. Inhale, exhale, tiny little pulses, really squeezing into that glute, and release it, coming all the way down. So good. Just staying here, and then you're starting to hover the forehead up off the mat, and you're bringing the feet together and keeping that connection of the hands down into the mat. You can bring the chin to the mat if you want to here, or you can have your forehead down on the mat, whatever you prefer. We're starting to lift the legs up, and you are lifting the head up. So gaze is straight down at the mat and lifting, 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 pressing into the pubic bone here, squeezing into those glute muscles, pressing the palms down into the mat, coming up high. Beautiful work, you guys. Really feeling how strong you are. Shoulders are away from the ears. Awesome. Lift, lift, lift. Slightly lowering down, and lift, lift, lift. Slightly lowering down. Awesome. So good. And releasing down, taking a break. Just letting the arms be free. Just taking some time here. Bringing the head to the other side. And then you're bringing the legs together, feet together, bringing the arms out into a T shape. And we're going to start to hover the forehead up off of the mat. You're going to lift the legs and lift the arms up, as well as the heart center up off the mat as you inhale, squeezing the glutes, keeping those legs glued together. Exhale as you slightly lower back down. Inhale, lift, 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 squeezing, using your core muscles, using those glutes, and exhale, inhale. Feeling that connection of every muscle throughout the body, and exhale as you start to come all the way back down with control, allowing the head to come to one side, just taking a break here. And then you're bringing the forehead to come back down onto the mat, and you are bringing the legs together, bending through the knees, and you're reaching the arms behind you to grab hold of the outside of the feet. Just taking a moment here, just finding that connection of the front side of the hips, connecting down. You are engaging into your core. You're pressing your feet into your hands, and your hands are into your feet as you start to lift the heart up off of the mat, keeping length through the back of the neck, and you're finding a little back bend here. Inhale as you let the heart shine forward. Exhale, letting it go. Amazing work. We're going to start to take some time here just to come all the way up and just finish off with a little breathing technique before you go about the rest of your day or night. It's been awesome to have you practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you did, you might want to check out some of the other classes, yoga, Pilates, and strength training home workouts here on the channel. Just taking a seat, or you might bring your hands to the knees and just be in a kneeling position. Just taking a deep breath in through the nose, and you're exhaling, 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 exhaling out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Deep breath. Exhale, 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 exhale. Blowing out the mouth or sighing out the mouth. Breathing in and exhale, 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 letting it go. Inhale, deep breath in, exhale, 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 exhale. See if you can exhale even more air out, taking a deep breath in, full breath out. So good, you guys. And you are all done. So you can take a break here in your Shavasana, or you might just take some time to do whatever you feel to before going about the rest of your day. It can be really nice just to take a little bit of time in your Shavasana just to allow everything to relax down, just giving yourself that bit of space. So if you want to do that, you might come down onto your back, letting the legs go out wide, arms going out wide, allowing the back of the shoulders to soften, allowing the back of the hands to release, a little curl of the fingers, the outside of the feet, the outer thighs falling heavy to either side. Taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose, and as you exhale out the nose or mouth, allowing the whole body to completely release and relax down. Can't wait to see you again soon. Namaste.